Good evening, John. Good evening. What are you? Come on. Are you bashful? Because I'm in the mood to talk a little tonight? Well, I'm hoping you feel a little bit more, you know, what? Just happier. Take it easy now about everything. All right. This is not to, again, it is coming up on midnight, and at midnight, we observe those who have recently crossed over, and Michaela Reigns is very much on our healing altar, and will be for quite a while now, and along with her family. And so we just mention that first and up front. But John wanted to lighten things up tonight and talk about stuff that we've been up to. Right. Well, you had bad dreams last night. My dreams were terrible. What were they about? Let's talk about why I had these dreams first, right? We watched last night, right before bed, a documentary about Ron Jeremy, the takedown of the king of pornography. He was like very, very famous star of pornographic films for many, many years during our lifetime, during me and John's lifetime, if you like those decades. But I'm sure a lot of people still know who Ron Jeremy is. Not a very, conventionally handsome man. Maybe could be kind of considered sort of good looking when he was really young, but not, just kind of average. But the size of his schwanz was obviously what made him this famous porn star. He was nearly had like a 10-inch thing there, and I should say just he had a 10-inch dick. Yeah. So we watched this, but later on, the documentary was about what happened to him as he got older, and exposed him as a rapist. Right. Like, even though he was a big star and very popular, a cultural icon, because of this path that he chose in pornography and his immense what he had in his pants, uh, he still was like raping people. And it came out late in life, and he's in jail now. And he's an old man. He's definitely he's got dementia, and he was raping people with this dementia. I think he should. Okay, it's a terrible story. First of all, I am anti pornography. I think it is, and it's not good. It's not good for anyone. It's not helping the society at all. It's a disgusting. It's a criminal. It's it promotes criminality. It is terrible. I don't think healthy people shouldn't need porn, right? So I have trouble having compassion for this guy, even though he now has dementia. I like what happened there. Like, it's a nightmare because that's the path he chose. I don't think your life can be good in any way if that's what you choose to do for a living. Now, is that being judgmental? No, it's being observant. It's a really bad path. Right. It's God does not want that for you, and you should not want it for yourself. There would really, it says, speaks volumes on the state of humanity that some people feel they have no other options in the world but to let themselves be used in this way. While others, obviously like him, enjoyed it to the point was where he was not even acting, so quote unquote, anymore. That he just was indiscriminately raping and molesting people at whim. Right, in public restrooms, in stairwells. I mean, just really, really indiscriminate is the word. Yeah. Ron Jeremy, we are talking about. So, uh, it was a pathetic, horrible story. This documentary last night, right? We watched it just before bed. I proceed to dream about like this giant phallus, like chasing me around like a big long snake, just like disgusting, like coming at me, kind of disembodied, but like disguising itself as belonging to people I knew. It was really a disgusting dream. Yeah. And John does his. I do my best. John, yes, I do my best to wake her up when she's in those states. But I gotta admit something. Yes. What about the when I dream like that? Yeah. I'm with you all the way in these dreams. No, I'm not the phallus. I didn't say that you were. Well, I'm not. Okay. I'm not the phallus chasing you around. Well, that's a relief. Okay. But I want to see how far your psyche will take it before I finally wake you up. Yeah, and how he wakes me up is like he squeezes my wrists until my hand starts to hurt. If I'm in a really really deep dream state, or he'll squeeze my ankle until my shin starts to hurt, like he'll interrupt the blood flow. This is how John is forced to wake me up when I'm in such a deep state. So those dreams are horrible, and I guess well, you had that particular dream because number one, we watched it just before you fell asleep, right? Number two, it's very evil. Right, right. There's a real very real energy, an evil energy permeating the world of pornography. And those who try to paint it as a harmless, enjoyable activity, both as a participant, as an actor, and as a viewer. People really try to act like it's not any great big deal, and that it's and then it's like acceptable behavior. It's really not acceptable behavior in the eyes of God, but everyone is given free will. However, be ready for that karma to come around, right? So people who make those movies usually, yeah, yeah, you know, they're not, they're gonna have to do something over, or something's gonna stop them in their try. That's just so you're very, uh, you're like a sponge, an empathetic sponge. Lena is right. And so that left a mark on you from watching that documentary, and you just really, you took it to heart, and as well you should. And that dark energy was swirling around you when you went to sleep, and it manifested in these very disturbing dreams and very unpleasant imagery and bad feelings, really, that. I was forced to awaken you from. I could not let you continue in that way. Right. So, and I didn't really fall back to sleep very well after that. It was too upsetting. Hi, Hiram, my good friend. Hey, my good friend Hiram was in the dream, and actually, in one part of the dream, it was him that had that big phallus coming after me. And what's your take on that, Hiram? Because obviously, me and Hiram never had a relationship that was sexual at all. In this lifetime, I'm a heterosexual female, and he's a homosexual male. We're best friends. I wrote a book about him. I love him. He died complications of AIDS back in 2009. What have you to say, Hiram, my dear, about this dream and about pornography? I had tendencies to I'm an addict, right? We're addicts. We both are in different areas of our lives. You and me, John. Yeah, we all have that in common. And when I was no longer drinking or doing drugs, I really had a hard time. I see what you're saying about the sex thing. Yes, because that addiction, you know how it is, right? I had food issues, and I also had sex issues. Right. Okay. So it's a demon, you know. Right. 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 It's a demon, and you pray for, and you have to work on it. You must be ever vigilant because there are people who can't get through the day without, right, okay, just doing it like a million times, yeah, to themselves or with someone else or with sex workers, there and that's a disturbed quality of life. It is a incomplete quality of life. You are, if that is what you're doing with your time and if that is what you are obsessed with, then something's wrong. Right. There's an imbalance. Right, right, right. 1111 just hit. Yeah. So do you feel when you crossed over, I was battling all of that at that time. I was very conflicted a lot of the time. It was hard for me. You know that it was. But we both came from, you understand though, because yes, we both had damaged childhoods and we were kind of scarred deeply, and therefore we became users of various addictions. Actually, tonight's tarot card that I just pulled not a half an hour ago was the devil, which stands for addictions. So it's very apropos that we're having this discussion tonight, right? So I love you, Hiram. Yes. Was there anything? I love you too. I know. Was there anything in particular that else that you wanted to talk about? No. I just wanted to come in and weigh in on it and say that, nobody down here is perfect. And yes, I am with Michaela. Absolutely. We're all around her. It's a rough thing. She's for what her family is going through. She's really going through it. For what she has put her family through, she's really going through it. And we won't get into it too much. She really doesn't. I understand. Okay, Michaela, you let me know if there's anything I can do. No, everything is fine. Just carry on. I'll do the same. Yes, don't worry. You poor thing. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. I'll say it. In Michaela Rain's case, um, her addiction was in, being a mercenary for these animals. But that's an addiction I understand. I feel that, I don't know. You had such a big operation. I'm talking to Michaela Rains right now. She's just a very sweet spirit. And I'm saying that, for such an involved operation that she has built up with the foxes and the rest of her wildlife and rescues, uh, more help should have been available. I think even like people, I don't know what your what system was to get volunteers or to train people to come and help you. It was all talked about. I see. But the implementation is very, very difficult and can be very overwhelming when you have to take into consideration the safety of other people, you know, being bitten or uh, the stress just became absolutely unfathomable. I know. I understand. You were like a one woman dynamo with that thing, and I want to know what I can do to help Ethan and your daughter. You have to keep me posted and let me know if there's anything I can do. Use me. Thank you. Okay, I'll keep my mind open for you too. Help me to help them. I just feel such a connection with you, and I have always, and I wish there was something more I could do. Thank you. She's telling me my kittens are cute. Oh, John. So anything that you can think of that I could do right now? Not just yet. Just let some water roll under the bridge for a while. Let it all, it's gotta just wash its way clean. This has been, it's just beginning. The effects of what happened. Yes, remember, new opportunities always arise from the most unlikely circumstances come. Miracles, rediscovery, brother and sisterhood. That is what we want now for everyone. I wanted to for the whole world. Amen.